Welcome to Joy Connection, a time where we connect in conversation to connect you with joy. We'll be right back. Thank you for joining us today. Today I'm here with a special guest, and her given name is Shereen. So you've got two Shereens to take care of and to listen to today. Shereen McLaughlin, otherwise known as Lovemore. That is the name that we call her because she truly does love more. She is vibrant. She is filled with joy. She just completely brings joy to whatever space she comes to. And so today she's already brought joy to me because take a look at her. She's laughing. She's filled with color, which is why I wore black today, because I knew that you would have enough color for both of us. Thank you for joining me in conversation today, Lovemore. I'm so glad that you're here.
I am so thrilled, delighted, and thankful to be here. Enjoy greeting you. And I want to say greetings, love, and light to everyone watching. And may the joy touch your heart today.
Well, I know it will, because you see, I know that you have been through a lot in your life and a lot in your experience. And it's the stories of overcoming and the stories of inspiration that actually encourage other people. So you are bringing love and you are bringing light and you are bringing joy. One of my favorite verses is the joy of the Lord is your strength. And Absolutely. Why do I like that? Because I know that when we go through such difficult times, it is only his joy that actually is our strength, which is why and how you even came up with Lovemore as your name to be continuing forward in life with. So tell us the story behind Lovemore and how it is that the joy of the Lord became your strength.
Absolutely. I think it's important I start at the beginning. My mom transitioned in 2015, and during the pain of that experience, I was deeply searching for purpose before my mom had passed. And while she was going through her journey, I remember my back against the wall and I slid down on the floor. Oh my goodness, God. Lovemore? I have never witnessed my mom's name before. It was just a name. And during that most painful moment, all that I was searching for, my mom was carrying within her name. We've never had the conversation of how beautiful your name. Your name is filled with purpose and destiny and victory. It's already stamped, it's already done. Shereen, I've never had the conversation with my mom. So I grabbed hold of her name, and this is the pathway. This is the identity. And when my Facebook account got hacked, I knew the Lord was speaking to me. He's like, how are you moving forward? Sometimes the Lord allows difficult thing to birth something absolutely beautiful. And in that moment, after 3 days, I'm like, Lord, show me and open my eyes to why was my 5,000 followers Facebook page hacked. And he's like, honey, it's time for identity.
A new beginning.
New beginning. And your identity is Lovemore.
And that was your mother's name.
It's my mom's name.
And so your mother named you Shereen.
Yes.
I don't know if you know that your name means sweet. And so, and in Christian circles, because I looked up my name as a teenager, my sweet song. And so for most people in Persian or Arabic or that kind of background, Middle Eastern or Indian, Shereen means sweet. The Lord renaming you Lovemore in terms of you taking on your mother's name so that her legacy goes forward is still sweet and singing through the name. So you're Shereen and Lovemore at the same time, in the sense of he's rebirthed but still kept within you the song, the songbird that's speaking out. We need to love more, speaking out. We need to move forward in love. And so you took your mother's name yes, your Facebook account was hacked, and that's a lot of followers to lose, but the Lord is continuing to build them up.
Yeah.
How is it that you spread love?
I started to spread love. The evolution started with my mom's journey. I would see her church sisters, they never knew me, and the love
Experience
my
from
eyes opened up to love in a whole different way. I'm like, these people have never met me. They came, they stood by me. When the legs were weak and the eyes and the heart tired, they came and they're like, let's go, sis. And then I said to myself, I want to share the love that I'm receiving now
Right.
with the world.
Yeah.
And I started to love myself more.
It starts there, doesn't it?
Yeah, I started to love myself more. I started to share from a place of more fullness. And I chose love every day, even on a difficult day. I internally, quietly said, Lord, I just want to be a vessel of who you are, even within the imperfection of who I am. I remember saying, when others see me, can they see you?
Yeah.
I started to speak like that. And there are times when you forget certain things.
Because we're human.
Yeah. But I love how love reroutes me back to love.
Yeah.
I love how love corrects me. I love when I get home at night before I go to bed, I said, how did I do today, Lord? And he's like, oh, you could have been a little bit more gentle, or you passed someone and they were asking for, and you were just like stepping really, really fast.
Yeah.
I love how he speaks to my heart. And then I look, I'm like, oh yes, Lord, like I did remember seeing that person and I know I could have done better. Please forgive me and give me another opportunity. And I don't want to cry, but those are the conversations I have
With God.
and it's not a
And yourself.
public thing. It's like, Lord, behind closed doors, in the dark, please allow me to be love. Please let my daughter see, oh, Mom, say this in public, but in private, I want my daughter to see the love.
Right.
Because that is what matters the most.
The people closest to you, and the people who are not actually, that we're not trying to impress, but the people that we live with, the people that see us at our worst and at our best.
Yeah. And that's for me, I started to see how God started to position my daughter as an accountability and a reminder that, oh, Lovemore, I'm watching you. So one day I'm on my Instagram stories and I saw my daughter's name, and every day my daughter's name is there, and I remember my heart saying, when you share, become what you share. I remember one day I have my water bottle. I say, hey, my Lovemore villagers, remember to drink your water. And I remember that night I was saying to myself, make sure you're drinking your water.
Always wanting to actually do and be what it is that we're sharing.
I wanted to become naturally what I'm sharing. And God positioned my daughter there to say, Mom, I'm watching you. You better. Because you know our kids will call us out, right?
Yes, they will.
So I love how he positioned my daughter. I love that she's cheering me on. But when I saw her name there, I knew God had positioned her there for me to say, people are watching you. Please be and practice and become what you're sharing.
Yeah.
So even for myself and my daughter, and if others see it and they're called into that, that's a bonus. But I wanted to stand in truth and becoming for myself and my daughter.
Well, I know that even out of being renamed and even out of living for yourself and for your daughter, really the very existence and the very reason for Lovemore is all part of your coaching. You've been trained to be a coach. You've been trained to walk alongside people to help them establish and grow their dreams. Yes. So tell me about how it is that your coaching helps other people to love more. What are the things that you have found that you're like, you know what, when I share this, this is making a difference in their lives and they're able to continue.
Absolutely, yes. So coaching was never the plan. It wasn't the plan, and I fought the Lord on that. But then I came into a season during COVID. I was like putting everything on the table and just looking at the experiences and the pain and all of that. And I just said, Lord, what does this mean? What does that look like? How am I becoming from this? And what am I doing with it? And just to make a long story short, the next day someone was in my WhatsApp, a team member of mine from my catering days.
Yes.
She says, here is a life coaching program. Yeah, he speaks.
Yes, he does.
And 2 days after, I'm at the lake and another lady said, oh, you would make such a great coach. Confirmation. So I listened because I can be very stubborn. So I listened and I knew that my coaching, even though I did the training just to be able to ensure that I have that background.
Yes.
I knew that my coaching would be from a perspective, I've been through this, and this is the GPS system that I use to get to more joy, more love, and how I've overcome and healed from burnout. I was so burnt out from catering.
Well, that's what I didn't tell our listeners, that you used to be a caterer, Sher's Catering, good food. I was actually quite disappointed when she decided to kind of put that down and put it to rest.
It's not to rest.
It's just not, it's not fully, Sher's Catering. I know that you do it here and there and a little bit, but not like you used to.
Yeah.
But you know what? Her physical food is just as wonderful as her mental, emotional, spiritual, relational food. Like Sher gives food for you to eat and enjoy and savor in whatever way. And that's the truth. That's not just me saying that, but it's the truth. So the Lord, I think that he used your catering to build other things, because what you've done with that catering and how you put together tastes and variety of things that other people wouldn't have thought of. Very original. The same goes. I know that you've used your spiritual growth to do a journal that people can do. Tell us about the journal.
Yes, I actually travel with it. So the journal was my gift. I've always was traveling around. Was like, oh my gosh, I want to do this. I want to do that. So I documented my blueprint of what was helping me in the journal. And there was a sheet I gifted to myself called the Joy Blueprint. So it's a 10-step.
Yeah.
So I started to document everything the Lord was doing.
Yeah.
Shireen, I have books and books of everything the Lord was doing.
Yes.
And I started to document my joy journey. I started to document when I wake up in a day, what are the experiences that I want to have? When I come home at evening, what does that reflection look like? And how can I empty my heart and release the, oh my gosh, I should have done that. Lord, forgive me. And how am I going to sleep in sweet, sweet peace? You said sweet. How am I going to go in sweet, sweet peace? So my journal, I gifted to myself first because I love to write and I love to take the overthinking brain and journal. And I was so against journaling before. And then to walk into a season when the Lord is saying, honey,
get writing
and pouring from your head, because you keep so much things in your head, the flowers, the setting up the table, the cooking this and cooking that, and there's everything, bags and pans and everything is cluttered in your head. It's like, learn to release it on paper. So I started to write and write. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Declutter is a amazing, powerful word. So journaling allowed me to declutter. It allowed me to sit in a place of gratitude. Yeah. I had daily affirmations. I had daily self-care reminder. I even did a double-sided on one side it said self-care reminder in blue, and on the other side it said you matter in yellow. So the Lord was teaching me, while you're loving you, we're going to love others too.
Yes.
So I had that reminder. Yes. Don't get so caught up in loving yourself that you forget to also love others. So he was teaching me all of this, and I'm documenting it so I can have it in front of me, because I'm very visual.
Yes.
And I love to see the words. So I leave it on my bed.
Yes.
When I wake up, I leave it on my bed.
there.
And when I was working from home, I would come up in my bedroom every now and again and I'll see self-care reminder. And when I'm speaking with my Lovemore villagers, I flip it over and say, you matter. And it just started to just train me in my heart and my mind is just having these amazing words and experiences that is creating my Lovemore lifestyle blueprint and the pathway I'm walking on.
And then you're sharing it because he blesses us to be a blessing.
Absolutely.
So I really love the fact that you get these reminders and then you practice what these reminders have taught you. Like it was your blueprint first so that you could actually guide people along the way that this is how I grew in joy. This is how I grew in love. This is how I grow in peace. I think that as I think about just your journey, it's just so authentic and so real in terms of truly you've just used what it is that God did for you, what it is that God did in you, what it is that you are aspiring to become yourself to help and to lead others. So what is your journal called?
It's called the Lovemore Lifestyle.
Lovemore Lifestyle, which is what you're living.
Yes.
What is your Lovemore group? You said my Lovemore village. What do you do with that village?
I decided to, have you ever heard the saying, what's in a name? I wanted to honor those who follow me every single day in my stories. And when I get up in the morning, I'm like, hey, my Lovemore village. I believe that in my honor and respect for them, I call them by a name and they love it. I'm like, hey, my Lovemore villagers, happy Monday rolling or happy Monday loading. And they are so happy.
So they're a community that anybody can join?
Yes.
Okay.
I call them my community. I call them my villagers.
And the villagers are really that they're just people who walk with each other to get your reminders of love.
Yes,
your reminders of joy.
They come in every day. We'll send love notes to each other. I do my Lovemore check-in. I don't check in on everyone every day because sometimes.
I know you check in on me.
Yes, I will send a love note, and it could be every couple of months. Like the Lord will have you come top of mind. And I'm like, hey, Sheree, this is a love note. Or sometimes I'll send a song. Sometimes I'll send a flower. Because what I do, I always ask them, what's some of your favorite songs and your favorite colors? So I'll send you a note and I'll have the background. Maybe if you like purple, I'll do purple. Okay. So I'm customizing it based on who you are because that's how I celebrate you. Yes. And I love it. And they love it too. I love it.
So before we end the conversation, I just want to ask you, what do you think you would love to leave your listeners with today in terms of that message of love and joy? Obviously, we know how you hold on to it by sharing it. Yeah. But what has been the most important lesson for you that you think you can share with others about themselves holding on to love and joy?
Whew. I have to take a breathe in and breathe out because there's so many things I want to say. What I want to share right now is that we are solely responsible for the gift that God has gifted in us. And the more we take responsibility and we meet the Lord in unveiling more of who He is in us
and who we are
and who we are, beautiful things happen. Yes. That's when the joy and the love and it leaps out in front of you. You speak and you go into a room and the sun is just, even on a cloudy day, He's like, I bring the sun and the joy and the love. And some people are like, oh my goodness, where were you all this time?
Because you're coming into who you were supposed to be.
I'm just blooming and blossoming more and more into God. God has said, I don't know the full scope of all that God has said who I am and it's already done, but I'm walking into it and it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. That is what I want for others.
Oh, did you hear that? That both of us, Sher and Sher, Lovemore, wants for you to walk in your identity, in your purpose, in love, in the fullness of joy. So you can start by wearing colors that bring you joy. Yes. And you can start by blessing yourself and by just saying, you know what? Who am I today? How am I reflecting that? I want to say thank you so much, Lovemore, for sharing your love, because we have felt it. We've been loved more today.
Ooh.
Where can people find you? What are your handles? How can they reach you and connect with you?
Absolutely. My website is www.lovemorelifestyle.ca. You can find me on Instagram, Lovemore Lifestyle, and on LinkedIn, Lovemore Sher McLaughlin.
Thank you so much. Do find her, because we all need to be able to love more. Thank you for joining us at Joy Connection.